What's up, guys? It's me, Coach Mills here, and one of the things I always tell you if you want to improve is you need to watch players play the characters that you want to main. You're going to learn how they play in position, special tips and tricks you wouldn't otherwise know, and most importantly, you're going to learn what the bar is so that you can line up your own play and compare it to what is at the highest level. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down one streamer to watch for every single Overwatch hero. Now, I want to make this clear, this is just my personal list, and you might already have someone in mind for these characters, and that's perfectly fine, but this is just a general suggestion for those of you who want to find a great streamer to watch your hero. And of course, for coaching and general streams, I gotta shout out myself. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. CST is when I coach, do VOD reviews, general play, answer tips and tricks on stream. And this Friday, 6 p.m. CST, I am doing a 24-hour stream. So please smash that follow, and let's get into the video. Kicking it off with Ana, and for Ana, I have to put ML7. ML7 is an absolutely cracked Ana player who happens to have his law degree if he didn't need to flex on us any more than he already does. Honestly, the stuff he pulls off mechanically on Ana, I just haven't really seen anywhere else. It's insane, and he definitely deserves a spot on this list. Next up for Ashe, we have Warren, who's the rank 1 Ashe on ladder, a really entertaining streamer who's absolutely cracked. Moving on to Baptiste, a little bit more niche, but CarQ is a fantastic content creator and streamer who plays a freaking clean as hell Bap, so definitely check him out if you want to see some Bap gameplay. Moving on to Bastion, we have Bastion main, terrorizing high ranks, playing only Bastion, has a crazy high peak. Next up, we got to talk about Brig, and definitely the number one Brig is Violet, an insane Brig that somehow manages to carry games where no one else can. Moving on to Cassidy, I mean, is there anyone else? It's Wanted, baby. He's one of my favorite streamers, period. And yeah, he makes amazing Overwatch content as well on YouTube. Do yourself a favor and go watch some Wanted. Next up, we got to talk about D.Va, and for this one, I'm putting Emong. Emong plays a lot of tanks really well, but his D.Va is something really special. Emong is also just a really fun guy to just watch him play, so yeah, definitely suggest this one as well. Now we're moving on to Doom. And this is a hard one because there's a lot of really great Doom streamers. Specifically, Zebra and Get Quaked On are both fantastic, but choosing between the two is pretty hard, so I'm just gonna go with Chipsa, baby. Not because of his Doom gameplay, but you know, that British sense of humor, I don't know, it just gets me. Next up, we gotta talk about Echo, and for Echo, I gotta give it to Samito FPS. He's just absolutely insane on Echo, and he streams on YouTube here. Y'all should all go pop in and spam requests for an Echo guide. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, he needs to make one. Now, just like with Doomfist, Genji has some really great creators that actually stream Genji, namely Necrosh and Shadow2K, and people are gonna fall into either sides of these camps, and you probably already made up your mind. Personally, Shadow2K is someone that I've been following since he was a pro player, and when he hurt his wrist and could no longer compete in pro play, I think it was a huge loss, and the fact that he was able to recover somewhat and come back to streaming, it just makes me want to support him, and he's still so freaking cracked. Next up, we do got to talk about Hanzo, and is there anyone else but Arge? Arge is just insane at Hanzo. I mean, he just makes shots work that I just don't even understand. I love watching Arge, and his YouTube content's also top tier. Next up, we do got to talk about Junker Queen. Guru is definitely an amazing Junker Queen, and he even climbed to GM with Junker Queen back when Junker Queen was not buffed, and he's just insane. So I would definitely suggest Guru. Now, the next character that we got to talk about is Junkrat, and I got to give it to Aquamarine, who's just insane. Like, I just watched some things that he pulls off on Junkrat. I don't even understand it. Like, I don't even get it. He's, like, calculating the lines of play. I don't know. But, yeah, if you want to learn how to just dominate on Junkrat, look no further. Next up, we do got to talk about Kiriko, and the streamer I got to suggest is definitely KG. He's actually just freaking cracked at Kiriko. He's been grinding Kiriko from day one and was already cracked at Kiriko really early on and has only gotten better. Definitely suggest him. Next up, we do got to talk about Lucio, another character that there are a lot of streamers for, but I got to give it to Frogger. Makes amazing YouTube content, really entertaining, and honestly just really freaking cracked at Lucio. Next up, we got to talk about Mei, and it's actually spooky. You might not know of this creator, but really great creator, interacts with chat, and amazing at Mei. I don't see a ton of GM Meis, and he pulls it off and is insane, so I would definitely suggest a follow on this one. Next up, we gotta talk about Mercy, and I gotta give it to Skiesti, who has mastered Mercy movement in a way that I just haven't seen. I saw some Twitter clips where they were flying around. I don't even understand how they did it, but it was incredible. And if you can master movement like this, you can just really hard carry a lot of games. Next up, we got to talk about Mora, and I got to give it to Tesla. Tesla's freaking insane, able to clutch up situations on this character that I just haven't really seen before. And Tesla's going to teach you how to really get the most out of Mora's kit and utilize a lot of things that you don't really think about. Next up, we got to talk about Orisa. Now, there's a lot of people that are playing Orisa right now because they're meta, but I got to give it to Flats. I know a lot of people know about Flats, but yeah, just a really great streamer all around, great content, and a really high-level tank player. So, yeah. Next up, we got to talk about Farah, and is there anyone else but Yesnia? Not only just a fantastic streamer who's consistently streaming, but might be one of the best ladder players ever. We really haven't seen dominance like this since Aimbot Calvin during his peak, who just had like 1 million accounts in top 10. Yesnia is crazy, and he does it on a character that is really untraditional in Farah. Can't suggest him enough. Now, next up, we got to talk about Ramatra, and I actually have to give it to Yeatle here. And you might be thinking, Yeatle, isn't he a Wrecking Ball player? But Yeatle just got rank 1 with Ramatra, which is incredible, and definitely hard grinding the character right now on stream a lot, so I definitely suggest him. Next up, we got to talk about Reaper, and unfortunately, this was the one that I couldn't really find anyone that hard tricks this character. There's a lot of streamers that play Reaper occasionally as a flex pick, but as a hard main of this character, not really. I used to watch Spirit back in the day, no longer streams, so yeah, if there is a Reaper main that you would suggest, put them in the comments down below. Or maybe someone else, one of you in the future, will be that GM Reaper one trick. We'll have to wait and see. Now, next up, we got to talk about Ryan, and I got to give this to LH Cloudy, who's just an insane Ryan player, locking Ryan in a lot of games and doing incredibly well where most people are struggling. Would 100% recommend Cloudy. Now, moving on, we got to talk about Roadhog, and I know a lot of people are generally playing Roadhog right now, but there's only one man who plays Roadhog even when Roadhog isn't meta, pops off when Roadhog isn't meta more than everyone else, and is just a ladder god all around, and that's Six Baby. So yeah, you know it. I would definitely suggest going and checking him out. Next up, we gotta talk about Sigma, and this is really the only person I could give this to, right? Super is undoubtedly one of the best Sigmas in the entire world, at least for NA, and yeah, I'm definitely putting him on this list. Now we got to talk about Sojourn, and the best Sojourn on ladder as a streamer is Craggy. Craggy's freaking phenomenal. He has actually dominated ladder with Sojourn, and his new YouTube positioning series that teaches you how to position properly with long-range DPS is definitely a banger, so go check out both of those. Next up, we got to talk about Soldier 76, and I can only suggest Only Legs. Only Legs is who I'm suggesting. A consistent high-ranked Soldier player who is actually in the top 100 consistently as well. Really freaking cracked. Definitely suggest this stream if you want to learn how to make Soldier work in situations where most people could not. The next hero is actually Sombra, and I gotta give it to Fitzy here. An amazing Sombra who I've gone up against multiple times in ranked and gotten absolutely farmed. So yeah, definitely suggesting, but a little bit salty. All joking aside. Moving on to Symmetra, I gotta suggest to you Meta 1. Not only does he make really great YouTube content, but on stream dominates with Symmetra and makes a lot of top 500 players look a little bit silly, which is always fun. Next up, we do got to talk about Torb, and I'm actually going to give it to the Elo Destroyer, Sylvok himself. And Sylvok has actually consistently been playing at a high level for a very long time, all the way back since Overwatch 1. Really chill guy, really chill stream, and if you want to see some high-level Torb gameplay, look no further. Next up, we got to talk about Tracer, and undoubtedly the person who has taught me the most about Tracer is Kabaji. Not only does he consistently play Tracer at a high level on stream, but his educational content on YouTube can teach you a ton about how to properly play this character. So I would give a huge suggestion towards Kabaji if you want to master Tracer. Next up, we got to talk about Widowmaker, and I got to give it to Codebreaker, one of my personal favorites. Codebreaker grinds quite a lot, plays a really mean Widowmaker, and is just an all-around great streamer. Super suggest Codebreaker if you want to learn how to play Widow. Next up, we gotta talk about Winston, and I gotta give it to the Bulgarian menace himself, Boger. He's just freaking insane on Winston, forcing Winston in a lot of situations where most people wouldn't, but actually hard carrying the game with him. So freaking nuts. Definitely suggest this one. Next up, we do got to talk about Wrecking Ball, and I'm actually going to give it to Chasm, who has amazing YouTube content and just dominates on Wrecking Ball on ladder. Really great person to watch, learn from, and if you want to learn how to make Wrecking Ball work when a lot of people are just staying away, look no further than this streamer. Now, we do got to move on to Zarya, and the streamer that I'll give Zarya to, and probably my most historically favorite streamer, is Harblu. Harblu's insane. Plays a high-level Zarya, has a general positive mental attitude, communicates with his team, and I just think is a great all-around streamer. Don't miss out on his streams, though, because he sometimes doesn't stream that often, so you're definitely going to want to be there when he goes live. Now, last but certainly not least, we have Zenyatta, and a lot of people flip to Zenyatta every once in a while, but there is only one person I found that one-tricks Zenyatta at a very high level, the Sauce Boss OW, who streams and has a YouTube channel. I would definitely suggest checking them out if you want to learn how to play Zenyatta and make Zenyatta work. Very strong character when used properly. But this is the comprehensive list of the streamers for each character. But if there's a streamer that you suggest, I really want to hear about it in the comments down below. Suggest your favorite streamer and why. Let people know why they should watch your streamer. And make sure if you want coaching content, flexible gameplay, or you just want to hang out and ask some questions about Overwatch, come check out my stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. CST. And of course, I also am doing a 24-hour stream this Friday at 6 p.m. CST. But thank you so much, guys, for coming by. I really hope you enjoyed this content, and I'll see you next time.